to act like you're the person that these people want you to be, even though you're really not this person. You know? But the more you keep denying who you really are, the more you're going to need Marcus to come and destroy everything in a destructive way. Because it's like your soul's crying out, like, in some way, free me from this bullshit, bro. I feel trapped. You feel fucking trapped. Like a prison cell. Trapped. And that energy gotta go somewhere. Like, everything that's inside of you to be free has to go somewhere. Which is why it calls out Marcus. What is Maurice gonna do?
You fucking me up right now.
Straight up, yo. Be free. But see, freedom does come with a little bit of a cost, because you're the part of you. Because there's conditioning, right? There's a history of you were conditioned to be a certain person. And I don't think, obviously not intentional, because we all are. Until we recognize it and become aware that we are really not who our parents and our society tells us we are. And so when you choose freedom and you choose to tell the truth, you have to keep choosing it over and over again, because there's going to be a big part of you that wants to go back to what's safe, quote unquote. Because you're going to get some contrast from those people that have demands. They're going to maybe treat you a little different. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might even feel a little lonely for a moment. You might not even feel like you belong. And so like, in order to choose freedom, you have to keep choosing it until it feels normal. Because you're so used to being trapped and powerless. You see what I'm saying?
That was deep.
So, it's like the person that gets out of jail and keeps going back. And you're just like, wait, you just did 8 years. And you said you wanted to be out so bad. Like, you did everything to plan for you to come out. And 1 year later, they go back for like 5. And it doesn't make sense. Because, like, they set their life up to do, because they have to keep choosing freedom. Because it feels safer in jail than it just does outside, even if they're not aware of that. It's the same thing mentally. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand why people would want to keep going. Like, why would that person want to keep going back to jail? Well, it's not conscious. You know?
They think Maurice is a monster because of Marcus.
Yes. They don't think he's a monster. They just think that well, the perception would be that Marcus doesn't give a fuck about people, and that Marcus wants to hurt people, truly. That's the perception. But the truth of the matter is that it's absolutely not true. So at the heart of all this, Maurice just wants to be free from all the demands that people are putting on him, that he feels obligated and guilty for, that he feels like he has to succumb to these commands, right? So he gets mad and angry, as anybody would, and resentful when he has to do all these things that he really does not want to do and doesn't feel like he should have to do. Then he goes and activates Marcus, right? Marcus, to do his dirty work. So Marcus goes out and says, fuck women, and fuck all you people that keep asking Maurice to do all these things. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what it really is, and I don't give a fuck. I don't who gets hurt in the process, because in all reality, Maurice is getting hurt in the process because Maurice isn't living his truth, which is why he calls upon Markus. So what ends up happening is Markus goes and does all this dirty work and creates kind of bombs in certain places, which then makes Maurice feel more guilt, which makes him then continue to submit to the demands of the people in his life that he shouldn't have to be submitting to. Because he has a hard time feeling guilty and telling these people, no, this is not what I want. Living up to their expectations and their demands, when that's not really who he is. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle of like calling on Markus, saying, fuck all of you people, I'm gonna show you who the fuck I really am, and I don't give a fuck. Which is not really even true, but that's how Maurice deals with his deep resentment of having to live this life that he doesn't really want to live, and that's not really him. And then it just continues as a cycle, over and over and over again, because he feels extreme guilt about what Markus does.